Why is the frickin' Neo thing up?
Okay.
Where's the chat, though? There we go. Live chat. Alright, can you hear everything alright?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so essentially, when you first start it, you're brought to this right here. Nice little touch is this stuff right here. It'll have a name, their age, a few other another identifying thing, and then, you know, it'll list their occupation or whatever, and then when you click something, it shifts to another one. It tells you their info. So, nice little touch that I like in here.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. And
It's like the world's smallest spanner that he's got in his tool belt.
well, oh, that thing. He and I love how with each option you pick, it goes to a different person. Like that was, and then there's settings. It's even got kids in there. And then credits. It'll go towards. No, that doesn't
Man,
actually
that is
help.
like the most depressed looking kid.
Right. Alright, so essentially you've got scenarios. Oh, day 20. I've never gotten that far. Essentially you pick a scenario. It'll have a little blurb like, a new home is to preserve civilization from the chaos of its own downfall. We have fled to the end of the world. We will have to adapt to survive. Who will we become in the process? And I always set economy to easy because I can't even succeed with that.
That's okay, I fail it at every fucking time.
Yep. Alright. My computer doesn't like loading, but that will change after this weekend after I install my new motherboard and processor.
What's taking you so long on that?
One, I have to work a lot. Two, I don't have the screwdriver in my room. I had to ask my landlord for that.
Okay, I'll give you that at this point.
Yeah. You know me, an You know me, an antisocial workaholic. Also, I love how it has little blurbs right here. The general knowledge, and then little tidbits of world building in the loading screens.
Yeah, I always like that about games that actually care about their own world and lore.
Yeah, it's always awesome. Fulfilling a promise will make people hopeful. You always want to keep their hope as high as possible. Because...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a frostbitten...
No, I mean, like, if their hope gets too low, even if their discontent is at 0, if their hope goes to 0, they'll give up productivity. Hold on.
Yeah, all that vibes.
Hmm.
The environmentalists must be going crazy. This game promotes pollution.
Tides have changed. They changed the waves. Now they're going to lost farewell, thank you. For those who remain in the times ahead, we decided to leave our homes and head north. We rode for weeks, months, leaving behind all the things we once it was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step, we knew the cost of our journey. We paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on earth.
Okay, so... We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive.
You do a pretty good working class, British person.
Thanks. Alright, so let me give you a rundown of the HUD. Up here is all your resources. We have coal, wood, steel, and steam cores. You always start the game with one. You can get more by going to a certain outpost with your scouts. You have to unlock those, unfortunately. Steel right here you can get from steel wreckage, or hang on. There's little areas, not sure if you can see them there, but there's little... Yes, I do.
Okay,
Let me
'cause that
turn that
causes
down.
Horrible static.
Let me turn it down a bit. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So, frickin' mouse. Okay. So you see this little area here?
Yeah.
Alright, so that right there, you can put certain buildings on them depending on which one it is. And you can use those buildings to extract, I think the amounts are unlimited. I'm not completely sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, the whole thing so far looks a lot like Anno.
Yeah.
Closest to 2205.
Yeah. You can do iron mines or steel mines, whichever those are. You can do I forget what the buildings that go here are, but essentially they drill into the wall here and extract wood, and then you can throw a coal mine down on these and they'll pull wood or coal. Freaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially there's also this right here. See that? Oh shit, I didn't pause it. Oh, yes I did. Okay, so that is called the temperature overlay. You can use it to view what the frick is my fan fussing about now? You can use it to view what areas are good on temperature and which ones are colder than others. That plays a big part in the gameplay, because your people can and will get sick to varying degrees depending on how cold it is. Up here is your food. You have raw food, which can be turned into food rations if you have the proper structure. You want to have food rations because one raw food is turned into, I think, 2 food rations. So if you have raw food, you want a place to prepare it, which I will throw down shortly. But right here are your status indicators for, persistent effects on your people's discontent and hope. Down here is the discontent and hope meters, as they are labeled. And then this here is your construction menu. Right now I can build tents to house my people. For health, you can throw down a basic medical post at first. For food, you can throw down a cookhouse and a hunter's hut. For resources, I can throw down a gathering post at any of these areas here, because that's steel, wood, steel, wood. Then there's coal, and then 2 more things of coal right there, and some frozen trees. For the frozen trees, you need a sawmill. That right there is your resource stockpile. This here is the generator. You want to have this on as much as possible. And to keep it on, you're going to need coal. So let's get started harvesting that. Whenever I start a game, I always throw down 30 people on coal, 15 on wood, and then personally, I start the game by passing the child shelters law, because that will come in handy in just a minute. When you pass the child shelters law, you get a new building called the child shelter, and you get a new little quest thing down here. Certain laws will require you to build certain things or do certain things, and when they do, that'll pop up right down there. This is your main quest right here. Essentially, that is your primary goal for the moment. Right here, I did not explain the Book of Laws. Okay, so the Book of Laws, as explained, as you can probably guess, is the Book of Laws. Essentially, you go in here to pass different ordinances that affect how your city works. I just passed the child shelters, which means that the children don't work. I could have passed the child labor law, which means that the kids can help with harvesting and whatnot, but that essentially locks them out of doing anything else that I find useful. At first, they can only work safe jobs, like, picking up stuff and carrying it back, but eventually that becomes useless. And then eventually that branches out into that one there, where they can work anywhere. The one that I passed, the child shelter, essentially I build a child shelter for them, and then they stay there, they're out of the way, they're safe, and each law has different effects. Like, this one says, new building, child shelter. Hope will rise, providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus. So I get a permanent bonus to hope, meaning that my hope can never drop to 0.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I think it does. I've never had it drop too low. And then it says here that I will have to build a child shelter. Now, alternately, there's the emergency shift, which means that new ability, you can force workers in any facility to work for the next 24 hours. Using the emergency shift will raise discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. What that means is that just signing the law causes discontent to rise. Meaning that people are just like, hey, what the hell, dude? And then every time I trigger it, every time I use that ability, discontent will rise. So you want to be careful doing stuff like that because, discontented people have a high chance of overthrowing you. Which...
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, specifically Tropico 5.
Yeah. I've never played that game. But, yeah.
If it's
Okay.
a city builder, I've played it.
Well, clearly not, because you've never played this one. And then there's stuff like the fighting arena, which, new building fighting arena. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. You will have to build a fighting arena. It gives me a new structure to build. Essentially, it's just a whole bunch of different stuff that affects how my city works. And then, after signing each law, you have to wait a certain amount of time to sign another one. Like the one that I signed, the child shelters, I have to wait 18 hours to sign a new law. But we don't need to sign a new law right now. Right now, we need to get to building. Alright, so as you can see, each building has a certain cost, of course, and it has a tiny little blurb for it. The tent, a thinly insulated shelter for 10 people to sleep in, base heating level 1. That means that it raises the temperature level by 1. The temperature level essentially, obviously, tells you how warm or cold a building is. If a temperature level hits 0, that means that it's pretty daggone cold. The base heating level is the base level that the building has to be maintained at for it to continue functioning. So base heating level 1, that means that these have to be kept at heating level 1, which is, I think, chilly. Meaning that people can still get sick in these things, but it's a very, very low chance. And of course, it's got the resource cost down there. So we're going to pass over on the tents for now, build that child shelter that I signed into law. And I'm not sure if you can see it, it's really faint on my screen, but there's a grid here that the building is snapping to.
Yeah, I can't see the grid, but I do see the snap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn that up. But each building takes up a certain number of grid spaces. Usually you'll want to throw down a workshop building as quickly as possible. And then I've got all my people, almost all my people set with a job. Gonna throw some people on the steel because we're gonna need that later. And right up here, oh, I forgot about the time thing. You can either speed up time, pause it, or have it going at the normal speed. I like having it at the fast speed to start, at least, because, oh, and whenever you fulfill a promise, like the child shelters law, whenever you fulfill the objectives here, it'll pop up with a little thing here, and it'll have a little blurb. So for this one, I got the children housed in a separate shelter. People don't have to worry about their kids getting hurt or anything, so hope is going to rise. And as you can see right there, the hope rose. And then we pause here. I like to pause whenever I'm about to do something because it gives me time and space to think. This is the tutorials. Did you want to take a look at the tutorials real quick?
I don't know. Doing pretty good.
Okay.
Like this, they didn't reinvent the wheel here. So.
Yeah. Alright, so essentially, certain buildings can only be occupied by either workers or engineers. The workshop is one such building. It can only be staffed by engineers, of which I have 15 to start. So throw 5 of them in there and it'll automatically bring me to the tech tree. Now, personally, I like going into the resources tab and researching faster gathering because, faster gathering. Each research subject will have a set amount of time that has to pass for it to research. It doesn't research instantly. And then it also has a cost in wood and steel. So this one, all of the ones up here on the top level are going to cost 10, and they get more expensive as you go down, of course.
Yeah.
So since I have 45 up here, I'm going to go ahead and research that. And then I am going to start the game again. And as you can see, the tech thing here is the gears are turning. The smart people are smarting.
Good.
And that's going to take 5 in-game hours, which is displayed right there.
Mm-hmm.
The workday starts at 0800 and ends at 1800. So
Military time.
essentially, they get up at 6 a.m., they get up and start work at 6 a.m., and they don't stop until 6 p.m. Oh, hey. And this right here is a sign that your people are trying to talk to you. So you just click on that, and they'll have either concerns or feedback on what kind of stuff that you're doing.
Cool.
So this one, it's a note of thanks for the child shelter. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. And then this here's your response. It was the right thing to do. And then you can see when I mouse over that, it says hope will rise slightly. So, boom. We got a little boost to hope. What were you going to say?
SimCity also did that.
Yeah.
The feedback from the people.
Yep. Alright, so I've got about 50 wood now. I'm going to start building a street. Like you said, not reinventing the wheel. You have to build buildings along streets for them to function. Obviously, it has a basic street right there. And then even housing has to be built on streets. So I'm going to start building housing. And as you can see there, these each require 10 people to build. And people will naturally go towards them, start building whenever they've got a free moment. You can continue building after the workday is ended or before it even starts. People will get up, lend a hand on building projects, and then either go to bed or start their workday. And somebody else is trying to talk to me. People from our convoy, a family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We will do what we can. That's the only option for us right now, because we have not researched what we need in order to get out there and start scouting yet. So right now we're waiting for our resources to pile back up and waiting for this research to complete. Alright, so what I like to do is, as soon as research finishes, pause the game, go back into the tech tree. My view on things, if you're not researching something, you're doing something wrong.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Alright, and then we set that back going. And as you can see there, it's 17:45, so about 15 minutes till the work shift ends. And then as soon as that's done, we turn the generator back on. The generator... oh, food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food, there'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go into food. Don't have enough wood to build either of these. So
Like, how are you gonna really do food in the bottom of a crater? I mean, are you just gonna, like, you know, this is Sparta, animals over the sides and the top? Does that work?
actually, no. The hunters go out, and they have, I assume they have passages along the edges of the crater. And then they've got this thing right here.
Yeah.
Essentially, they lift up the platform, load the animals onto it, and then lower the platform back down, I guess. And that's the raw food side of it. I could also, if I had the research done, there's hot houses which grow plants for us to eat. So I can either go out and hunt for it, or I can grow it. Either way, I'm going to need a cookhouse. So we wait for daybreak. I like to speed up the game through this because why not? It's boring. Yeah, it's boring sitting around doing fuck all for an entire... oh, I can pass a new law. Engineer apprentices. essentially what that means is the kids will help in the workshop, which means that I research stuff faster. The alternative would be to put them as medical apprentices, which means that people heal from illness faster. So, and that's actually covered in there. Then we unpause there. It's 5 o'clock now. People are waking up. They don't have anything to build, so they're just faffing about. Speed up a bit to 6 o'clock. And then everything gets started again at 6 o'clock. No, 8 o'clock. My bad.
Yeah, don't send those poor people to work any earlier than they have to.
Alright, and as you can see, research is going faster now. Gathering is going at a steady clip. And now let's throw down a cookhouse for now. Gonna have to staff that in a minute. And we're also waiting for another 10 wood. So early in the morning. And I like to put my medical post right next to the workshop, partly because I hate myself. Alright, so cookhouse, put 5 people in there. And as soon as that's done, 5 people are going in there to heal the sick. Oh, and I have steel, and I cannot research anything right now because I don't have the wood. Now, I now have steam hubs, which means that I can throw down heat zones along the streets. See those little dots right there? Those are the spots where the steam hubs can go.
Yeah, I'm very much reminded of the snow area in Anno 220, 2205. It's definitely like that. Because you gotta watch the temperature on there.
Yep. Alright, and now that we've got food taken care of for a day or two, we can research the beacon. The steam hub is only going to take 5 people to construct, so a few people are going to head over there, start building on that as soon as the medical post is done. Oh, wood crate's depleted. And now I've got, as soon as the wood crates were depleted there, I had 15 people to do something with. They are going to, some of them are going to help build here. The rest are immediately going to get started on the wood crates over here. And now that's done. Throw some engineers in there. And they are going to start healing my sick.
Yay.
Alright, so you see this here? The temperature is comfortable, meaning +1 from building insulation, +1 from the heat zone. That means that people aren't going to get sick here, which would be ironic, getting sick in the medical post. You always want to keep it, at the very least, at chilly, because that means that people are not going to get sick here. If it's comfortable, people are going to stay healthy. Like, nobody's going to get sick in a comfortable building. which is why you always want to put the houses in here. Oh hey, the beacon's done. Alright, and we've got somebody talking. This is what I was talking about. We've got a housing problem. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We better do something about it. I will provide some shelter. There's 3 options here. You can either say, I'll meet these guys halfway, which means that I'll have 2 days to build 2 tents, essentially, because that houses 20 people. I can take 2 days to provide 4 tents, which means that I'll house all 40 of the people who don't have a home right now. And then you can just say, I won't address this right now. That will make people unhappy. There's pros and cons to each one. The pros for this one is that I'll be spending some resources to build houses for people, but that will raise their hope, which is always good. Plus, if I just do, I'll provide some shelter, I'll still have a few extra resources left over to put towards something else. I could say I'll provide shelter to everyone, which means that I'll take 40 wood, build 4 tents, everybody's happy, get a slightly larger boost to the hope, but I'll have less resources. Or I can say I won't address this right now, I take a hit to my discontent, but I've still got all of my resources. At the point that I'm at now, you can probably see my discontent's pretty low, so I can probably afford to take a hit to my discontent right now, but I don't want to. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a total prick. And as you can see there, I don't have enough steel for this, but I've got top men on the job. Top friggin' men. Alright, so to satisfy the people's concern, I will build 1 tent there, and how much? Ooh, 98. That's going to take a while to burn through. Well, let's throw down 1 to start, and we'll see how long it takes for them to burn through the rest of it. Now, I have some more research that I can do. I think I'll throw down a coal thumper, because coal is very important at this stage. Because, oh, I've got about 4 days worth of it. And I've still got a whole bunch of piles of coal scattered about. Alright, and Book of Laws, I still have about 19 hours before I can throw another thing down. I think I'll extend some streets. Alright, no more wood, but we've got that coming in. I think. Oh, all my people from the wood. Alright, so, a word of advice, the wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problems your way, it's fine. And then, thank you, I will bear that in mind. My first game, I said, I will house everyone. And I failed that. I failed, and people were discontented. And see right there, I've got a constant hit to my discontent for the lack of shelter. As soon as I've got this last 30 people in homes, that's going to go away, And that's going to go away. But of course, by then, I'm probably going to have other problems to deal with, so. You know.
Yeah.
Alright, and it is nighttime, so let's fast forward here. Do 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 do.
Is this your version of elevator music while we're waiting for dawn?
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so now we've got wood being gathered, so is coal. Steel is still being gathered. Do I have enough for the beacon? No, I don't, but I'm getting close on the steel. Gonna need 20 wood, and then another 10 wood for... You know what, I'm just gonna fulfill that promise there. Throw down another house. Yes, I know we're out of wood, but oh well. Oh, you know what? Cancel that, take my resources back. Reposition it there. Oh, a coal pile is depleted, which means I have more people to throw around. Oh, but I better hurry up and get that coal thumper down. Oh shit, I didn't research the coal thumper. Oh, it's about 2 hours out. Alright, so for the time being, I need to get some more wood going. That's gonna do the trick. Alright, so now we wait for more resources. Which, screw you, I'm bored. Alright, coal thumper's researched. I can now throw down a coal thumper here.
Yay.
I'm also going to throw down the beacon right next to it. And we want some more steel so that we can throw down a steam hub right there to keep our people warm, which is going to be very important in the coming couple of days because if you look up here, it has a little timeline of days. Oh shit, I need a hunter's hut. Crap. Oh. Okay, I just need 2 more wood. We're good. Right there, the little blue icon means that there's going to be a cold snap, which means that the temperature is going to plunge, which means that I am going to need either steam hubs or heaters researched. Now, I usually go with steam hubs because for the same amount, I can have like 5 different buildings all in the same steam hub, and it'll keep them warm. Each steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. The generator consumes, I believe, it consumes 9 coal per hour. Each steam hub consumes... Hold on. Where is it? I want to say 3 per hour. Yeah, I want to say it consumes 3 per hour. Hang on. Yeah. Consumes 3 coal per hour. Now, that's not a problem, because I've got about 3 days worth of coal. Oh, I can sign a new law. Alright, so I've got both of the child labor laws gone. Now I'm gonna hit up emergency shift because I've already got some goodwill built up. I can take a couple of hits This essentially unlocks the building ability for me to go into a building and, like, you know, right here I can go in and now I can click that and just be like, hey, you guys are going to keep working. Which is kind of an asshole move. I don't like doing it.
Well, sometimes you have to pull a double shift to start fitting the spot.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so on occasion, something like this will happen. And voila! Alright, and now I need to free up 5 people. Done. Oh, I also need to get 10 people for this. Shit. Alright, so take people off that. Throw them on that. Oh, I could take some people off that. Create a scout group, and now I send them to the Lost Expedition. See how it has a timer there? 10 hours, 40-something minutes. That's how long it's going to take for them to get out there and check things out.
Well, it's a pretty long time.
It's relatively short, considering that some expeditions can take upwards of days. So,
Okay then.
yeah. There's another one coming up that I'll be sending my people out on that's going to be about 15 hours. Alright, so people from our convoy, ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go out looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Alright, so I've sent my people out. They're on their way to the Lost Expedition. And this is fully staffed. I've got 5 extra people available. And as soon as they're done with their stuff, I'm going to have more. Because that's what the first expedition usually results in. No children in the shelter. What the Oh. Oh. I was about to freak out. Alright, so what am I going to do here? I'm probably going to need some extra raw food. And speaking of food, I'm going to need a hunter's hut. Throw that down there. And let's speed up the night. Oh, and that right there, is the indicator of all the people who are in the medical post being treated. It'll go down as people are cured. So you'll have a red version of it up here if there are people sick, and then a gray one for people who are being treated. And then that, of course, is self-explanatory. 20 people who don't have a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Which I will solve soon enough. And luckily, our scouts will be here soon. I'll have enough people to fully staff my hunter's hut. up my people getting back. They're done. Alright, so they've reached the Lost Expedition. Now we hit Explore. Lost Expedition, a happy reunion. We entered the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Alright, so I can either have them escort the people to the city, which means that they'll get there faster, but I'm going to have to send them back out again when they get back. Small price to pay, because everybody's going to get here alive. Or I could send the survivors to the city without them, and then automatically have my scouts go out to check out someplace else. This, however, will take longer, because the survivors don't know where the city is yet. The scouts are pretty much just giving them a map and saying, hey, it's in that direction, here's the map, you know, go for it. So people some of them have a possibility of dying on the way. Let's not do this one, and instead have them escort the survivors to the city. Because this way, it's going to take them 5 hours, 24 minutes to get here. Which means that they're going to get here before I have to send out people to... What the hell just... Oh. I was going to get worried there for a sec. Alright, so tutorial... Blah, 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 blah. Generator overdrive. Generator overdrive means that I can hit this switch and raise the raise generator stress when it hits 100%. As it says here, generator goes kaboom, game over, because we have no more generator to keep the city warm.
Yeah.
However, by hitting the generator overdrive, it increases coal consumption. It increases coal consumption, and it raises the heat level in all of the active heat zones, like that one, that one, that one there. It raises the heat level in all of those zones by 1, which means that they're going to get a little warmer. This is good. Because it keeps people from getting sick. Alright, so throw some people on that. Keep coal coming in. And as soon as people get back, I'm going to assign some to be hunters. Hunter's gear is researching. Oh. That right there. What is this? Oh, that. Okay. So, when you see this, it means that people who are supposed to be working here are actually not there because they're sick. They're in the medical post recovering. So that's going to go away as soon as the people are cured. They're well enough to work. Cold snap is frickin' freezing. Oh, wood crates are done. Okay. Chilly, low risk of getting ill, moderate risk of getting ill. Alright, so the hunter's gear is done. Essentially, that increases how much raw food my hunters bring back. set that research going. Let's speed up the people getting back. Scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city. They've brought 22 workers, 4 children, and 10 engineers, which is a very, very good thing. Because you can never have too many engineers. And then that's them coming over the cliff. People from our convoy, reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? First expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. Soon. Actually, I can send you guys out right now. 20 hours, 22 hours, that one's 15 hours. And you were saying that it was a long time to wait for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send them to the Gloomy Cave. What was that? Oh. Golden State Warriors sweep NBA Finals. Yay. Alright, so search for others. Other people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them for help to secure our survival. Alright, so now we have 56 people homeless, meaning that we need to build more houses. However, we don't have the wood for that. So, what we're going to do is, as soon as the sawmill's done, well, first off, we're going to put all those people to work. We're going to have some people working on this coal pile here. Can't forget to throw people on the, can't forget to throw people into the hunting. And now,
You're throwing them to the wolves?
pretty much. And now we just wait until this is done. Oh wow, research rate 106%. And that is done. Pause, click there, click there. This is going to take 6 hours to research, but it will unlock a second level of research for us to be able to do. Now, I'm going to throw down research sawmill. Hold up. Resources shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that will allow us to extend working hours. Now, I can click the extended shift here, which will, instead of working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., they'll work from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., they'll work from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
But we're going to need it at some point. So, also, oh crap, I should have done the heaters, but it's already gotten started, so blah. Alright, so I am going to keep do I have enough coal? It's gonna last for a day. 3 of the engineers can get their hands dirty. No roof over our heads. I can throw down 3 more shelters. I've got people working on the wood for it. So now notice how I'm intentionally leaving this spot blank. That is going to be for a reason that you will find out soon.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah. Just remember that everything you do will come back to either bite or help you in the end.
Isn't that normal, though?
Not in most games. In some games, you can go around doing whatever you daggone well please, and it'll just be like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, so why are people not doing anything with my wood? Why is my wood not being gathered? I've been stuck at 5 wood for several in-game out. Oh. Oh! I didn't look at the time. It's been free time for... Yeah, it's been free time for 3 hours now. I've been wondering why I haven't been gaining any wood. Okay, so that's almost depleted. That's still pretty good for now. So, I will be good. I've got people going out to hunt. I've housed 10 out of 25 people. It's cold at home, but I don't want to set people to... I don't like this, but I need the coal. So, get to work, people. This hurts me as much as it hurts you. I'll do something nice for you as soon as I can sign another law. There are some laws that immediately cause people hope and reduce discontent. Others that enable you to do things that will reduce discontent over time. Why am I not speeding through this? I'm probably going to have to throw down a second... Scouts have reached the gloomy cave. This cave is or was inhabited. There are a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check if there's still someone alive up there. Explore. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us. Ah, shit, I didn't read that in the accent. Blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Now, we could leave the bears, but they will kill everybody inside, which means that there are potential survivors in there who could help me with my city. Now, I could risk attacking the bears, which means that some of my scouts may die, but I'll get all those people there. 4 children, 19 engineers, and 11 workers. So, it's a possible loss of 5 to a possible gain of 30. So, a net gain of 25. If my people die. So, I'm going to risk attacking the bears, because they will kill the bears, and the survivors will come back anyways. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards our city. Which means that my scouts survived, which means I'm not going to have to put together another scout team. And the survivors are going to join us in the city, which means that I'm going to have more people to help out with all my crap. Which is good. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock. People are going out and getting to work. I'm going to need to build a hothouse as soon as my friggin' I'm going to have to research the hothouse as soon as my research is done. Wonder how long that's going to take. You can disband the scouts at the beacon or send them back out into Frostland. Drawing boards are researched. Hothouse. Now, this is going to take a steam core, which, you know, only one that I've got, but it's going to be a worthwhile trade-off because I need the extra food. Nobody said anything in the chat. That's good. Alright, so let's throw some extra housing down. And I forgot to sign the bill. So, fighting arena. Meaning that I can throw that down there. You see that area there?
Mm-hmm.
All the people dwelling in that area are going to have their discontent reduced, meaning that they're going to be less unhappy. Unfortunately, I am now out of wood. Fortunately, there's still a good bit of wood here. Fighting arena built. Ooh, I'm out of food. Fuck. You guys, sorry, but I'm gonna need you to keep working. Extend the street a little there. Extend the street a little there. Add another house. Alright, so now I can build a hothouse as soon as I have the wood, which means that I'm going to need to wait for one more wood. Shelter promise fulfilled. Hope is rising. Ah, crap, I forgot to staff this. Okay. Crap. One of our people suddenly died during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely it was a heart attack. See, that's a thing that happens when you have people working extra shifts. They may die. So I'm going to end all emergency shifts for today, but my hot houses are researched, so we're all good. And I'm going to send those guys there. I can't sign another law for a little bit after signing the public fight house. Oh wow, discontent is plummeting. Alright, so throw my hothouse down. And then I'm gonna have to staff that as soon as it's done. Street. That's gonna be good. Out of wood for now. Steam cores. We have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. Alright, so that's my only steam core that I've used for the hothouse. Let's fully staff that. It's going to produce 3.5 raw food per hour. So, that's good. Which means that I'm going to have more food. Resources. Sawmill. I'll throw it there. Now let's go there.
So I have to say that I really like the circular build pattern.
Yes, it does help.
It makes me, it makes my crazies so happy.
Alright, so people are building my sawmill. Throw people there. And luckily, I built my sawmill before I ran out of wood, which means that I am going to have wood. $11.24 or $11.34 out of however much. Oh, they closed it down for the day. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna be okay. Okay, scouts are done. Ooh, wood and raw food. Fate of the Forgotten. There's plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. Alright, so take resources, which means that I will get 125 wood and 47 food, which is good. Why are they waiting? Area effects? Oh. Oh, yeah. Don't know why they're waiting, but okay. Oh, I can pass a new law. Let's see, public house. Dueling law. Oh. Now, I'm gonna do corpse disposal because we might need the bodies later. People aren't gonna like that, but they will appreciate it later. And I don't have the wood for it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, people are unhappy about it, but I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Alright, so get me some wood, get me some food. Medical post researched. I'm gonna need 75 wood and 25 steel. Shit. Oh, never mind. All's good. Shit. Resources, steelworks. Oh, it's only got a 25. Sawmill upgrade. I'm gonna need to get the steelworks because are you guys gonna come back or what? I need those resources. Shit. Alright, so what was I gonna build? Right, snow pit.
I was gonna say those steel mills, but
Well, I can't yet because it's not ready yet. Ah, shit. I almost completely forgot about building more housing. Alright, so build those frickin' things and make it quick. Come on. Yes! Just in the nick of time. More sick belts needed. I'll open a new medical post, which I will be able to do. Oil drill, charcoal kiln, coal mining. Actually, I'm gonna save up wood for that. Next level.
I'm
Alright,
kind of
so
surprised that the wall drill is on the tech tree, given all you have to do is take the normal drill and turn it on the side.
yeah.
This isn't wrong.
Oh shit. Heating generator range upgrade. That's gonna be useful soon. Alright, so actually no. Ha ha ha. I didn't realize that I had to actually tell them to come back. Alright, so I'm gonna need 25 wood. We're running very low on food. What's with the hothouse? It's closed. Guys, come on, please. Do you want to eat or not? I'm going to need you guys.
They don't want to eat their vegetables. This is why it's closed.
Oh, boo-hoo. Eat your damn vegetables. Alright, new medical post. Now, at least we've got people getting treated. Generator range is going to be expanded soon. Ah, shit.
Well, I mean, it's starting to look like a burgeoning steam metropolis.
Yeah. Usually, around the part where people start getting gravely sick, I restart the game. Because I don't have the infirmary yet, and I still need to... You know what? I can abort that, start that, and send these idiots back out. Sustain life for now. Come on, hurry it up. Alright, and now food, health, and shelter, infirmary. And I don't have enough steel. Completely forgot to build the steelworks. What resource source? Oh. Okay. Steelworks. Why can't I place it here?
Because reasons.
Oh, I have to place it on top of one of these. Okay, throw 2 down there. I've got 36 people not working.
Slackness.
Right? Extend that to there. And then... Oh, and I still need to build my snow pit.
Did you say you need to build a snow pit?
Yeah, it's dumb, isn't it?
You're in a snow pit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just had to clarify that.
Yup.
So one of the complaints that I have seen about this is that it's really short.
It's kinda short at times. I guess. Trail leads to another city. Shelter is comfortable. I've never actually finished the game.
Yeah,
Because-
I was just realizing that because you said that you restart the game every time.
Yeah, every time somebody got gravely ill. Because I wasn't at the point that I'm at now. I'm surprised that I've gotten this far without somebody getting gravely ill in this game.
I'm good luck.
Apparently.
It's because I play a healer in every game, so... I just exude heal.
Alright, so somebody's gonna go and build that thing. Hurry it up. Are you gonna build it or not? Because I'm running out of time. Fuck you all.
He says while running the game at fast forward.
Alright. The snow pit is ready. Da, 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 da. Well, yeah, it's nothing to be proud of. Alright, so we've got our people.
Like what, is the snow pit like a latrine or something? Like, I'm like not sure why people are like all about barium when you've got like this massive incinerator in the center of this place.
Right?
Throw the body in there.
Chuck the body in there. It'll keep us warm for a few more minutes.
I know, right?
Yeah. Alright, and I'm gonna need to research either... Oh, I never set the infirmary to research. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna have to abort that and install heaters so that people out here don't get sick. I got an automaton!
Yay? I think yay. I can't tell. My ears are still ringing.
It's my first automaton! We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. I would get 2 steam cores and 89 steel from dismantling it, but I'm gonna send it to the city.
See? Told you. I'm good luck.
And then I'm gonna have my people return to the city as well, because they've got a bunch of resources for me. Missouri Bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. Oh, boo-hoo, hope is falling slightly. I'm keeping your asses alive. Shut up.
Yeah, that's probably why hope is falling. I don't know if I would trust you to keep my ass alive in a snowpocalypse.
Honestly, that's probably the right idea. Okay, heaters. Heater. And heater. Gonna need to build another coal thumper, or keep that running. Actually, that only works while there's people inside, so we're all good.
Okay then.
Alright, so, infirmary. So that the people who are faffing about in the fucking... Scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city with 102 meals. Yes! 193 wood and 1 steam core.
Nice.
Alright, so scouts. Oh, hey, there's my automaton. Weather station. Scouts, go back out there. Oh, yeah, you can zoom all the way in.
Huh.
And you can turn the camera.
Well, I kind of figured most games had that. Unless they're mid-90s, in which case they really didn't.
Alright, so fighting pit. That's my supply storage. Got 2 more hours until the infirmaries are done, and I can dismantle my friggin' medical posts and throw the infirmaries down instead. Oh hey, I'm full up on wood. So I can take all of them off that for now.
Nice.
And I can turn off the heater for now. Save the coal. And you know what?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I can dismantle that. Healthcare insulation. Or mechanical calculators. Alright, now I'm going to throw down an infirmary. So 10 of my 20 people in there. Shit, I need more coal. So let's throw down another coal thumper. And see, it tells you there when you're getting low on coal. And it tells you how much coal you've got, how much time you've got left if you keep your generator running. Alright, so 10 people run in there. Oh shit, Book of Laws. Ba 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 ba.
Also, did you set anything to research after infirmaries?
I did not. But this can be fixed. Infirmary mechanization. That sounds good. Ooh, bunkhouse. I could use those. My automaton is here. It's my first automaton!
Watch as it falls down the cliffside.
Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace our entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. I see. Alright. Moving to a safe spot. Alright, so I'm going to have that help with the engineers, I think. Because it's probably going to help drastically. How do I assign it, though?
That's Sunday yet.
What do you mean?
Bethesda's E3.
Ah.
I'm like eager to find out more about Fallout 76. Especially since it wasn't from Bethesda themselves or Obsidian. I don't even know who made it. One of their, companies under their umbrella. So I am worried. Well,
Makes
really
sense.
worried. I'm so hoping that 76 will be, something good. But I'm also terrified that it's gonna go...
I need to research the factory, probably. Oh, yep. I need to research the ability to set automatons to engineering. And
I'm curious what Microsoft's gonna do for E3.
I don't know.
Like, I'm kind of worried for them because their last two games bombed. And none
Fuckers.
spectacularly than Sea of Thieves. Or No Man's Sea as it's pretty much is now. What a horrible flop that was.
Yeah. Oh, I need to start upgrading my generator.
Oh, there was a game that I saw in Angry Joe's like top 10 what he's waiting for.
Uh-huh.
It's like Ghost of something. I don't remember. It was a samurai game that looked really awesome.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. So, we'll see. And I can't wait for Nintendos because they are rocking the Switch.
Yup.
And they're doing their very first cross-platform game.
Really?
Yeah. Which one is it, honey? Nintendo's cross-platform. Like, I knew the name and then I forgot it. But yeah, it'll cross-platform with the PC. I mean, Nintendo's never, ever reached out beyond their own system before. Not to mention all the titles that they've gotten that I never thought I would see on a Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, they, Dark Souls, Doom, Skyrim.
Oh, yeah, those.
Like, never in my lifetime did I think I would see anything like that on a Nintendo console. Like, they tried so hard to sell that, you know, family-friendly, wholesome, fun crap that nobody was buying. Like, they still have it, but... Oh, and Kingdom Hearts is finally going to be talked about.
Really?
Yeah, I want a freaking release date. I will not be happy if I do not get a release date on that thing. We've gone through buying 2 consoles waiting for it.
Yeah. Scouts have reached the weather station. Grim forecast.
Reporting back that it's going to snow, because
I wouldn't have guessed. The sky looks so clear. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Sites discovered: Winterhome and coal mine. So they got me a bunch of coal and a steam core.
oh, that's nice.
Yep. Alright, you guys come back home with that coal, because that's going to be useful. I need to find more people again.
I imagine that, you know, observations are, you know, stopped abruptly because it was snow, clear skies, not clear skies, snow, on repeat. I'm sure they got tired of it.
They were just like, yeah, I mean... The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Well, hello? Do you not see this? I am starting to build you houses. Ingrates.
Sure to complain.
Freaking ingrates.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
they're British.
Automaton. Get me some wood. automaton integration is researched, and now I need to research this. Ah, crap, I need to get more food, more resources. Gathering post installation, and then shit, I need more people. I'm not using all that much steel, so that can go fuck itself. Lucky me, I have an automaton. What's going on? Who just did the doodly-doo?
Oh, and the other thing I'm hoping from Bethesda?
What's that?
Elder Scrolls 6. I want to hear something about it being done because I need something other than Skyrim.
Eh.
I mean, it's to a point where, like, what, it was Todd Howard's kid? Yeah, Todd Howard's kid is asking his dad when the next Elder Scrolls will be out.
Who's Todd Howard?
The main developer, you know, the lead dev.
That is unpleasant.
So yeah, now he's got his own son being like, where's our next Elder Scrolls? So we have somebody on the inside pushing for it. If they re-release Skyrim one more time, consider strangling somebody.
Oh, you're only just considering it?
I'm a very patient person.
Oh shit, you're more patient than I am. Alright, automaton. You keep on that. You guys, I'm gonna take you and let's see
Remember when I
here.
was talking about gluten-free stuff earlier?
Oh god, what now?
There are gluten-free markers.
Why? Winter home. 2 days and 12 hours. Shit.
I'm reading a forum board, and this person posts, "Hi, I am a teacher and would like to give my students a non-food treat at the end of the week. I have a student who has celiac disease in my class, and I considered special pencil erasers. Are erasers gluten-free? I know markers and glue could sometimes have gluten, and 100% certain about erasers being gluten-free."
What the crap? Come on, people, why? I don't want it. Also, I am upgrading my gathering. Oh god, the temperature's gonna drop more. Son of a gun. Alright, so that's done researching. Actually, no, don't research that.
Is sidewalk gluten free?
What the f-
questions that people have Googled.
Come on!
One of the questions is sidewalk chalk gluten free?
Oh, please, no.
Is modeling clay gluten free?
Please, no.
Is sleep putty? How about is borax?
Okay. Silly putty? Really?
Yeah, let me ask that. I want to know if Tide Pods are gluten free.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it came up in the search.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Somebody's asked if Tide Pods are gluten free. You've gotta be kidding me.
No. Tide Pods found to have dangerously high levels of gluten and GMOs.
You have got to be joking.
No.
The hell?
It's one of the things that came up, and then, Tide is like, no, our laundry products, do not contain gluten, and somebody else is like, is there gluten in cookies? Is palm olive gluten free?
Oh no. Also, my game froze.
Oh. Damn it.
Damn it. This is the farthest I've ever gotten. Stop. Why?
Does it
Please,
autosave?
no. It does, actually. Which I am infinitely grateful for. Because I would be so pissed if I got this far and it froze and crashed. Oh, yes, thank you.
I don't know why my voice disconnected for a sec. Gluten-free fabric softener.
Oh, sweet. All of my frickin' gravely ill people have been treated. I am glad for that infirmary. And even more glad for this automaton.
Is vodka gluten-free? Is cheesecake? Is pasta?
Vodka gluten-free? Are you kidding me? No. Well, shit. The fuck?
I'm just terrified by this gluten-free crap.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, and in random bad news, it's what, our brakes? Yeah, our brakes. They don't break. They broke.
Well, shit.
Yeah. So that's gotta get fixed in the morning. Why is your hope so low?
Because Winterhome, a guy from Winterhome came and said, "Oh yeah, Winterhome's gone."
Holy crap.
Yep. So it
Yeah,
completely
that's,
fucking
that's
destroyed. Yeah, it completely fucking destroyed my shit.
How did Winter House or Winter Home fall?
The winter.
Oh. Maybe they shouldn't have named it Winter Home.
Yep.
Winter must have thought it, you know, had a home there.
You're fucking horrible.
Yes, I am. Come on, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You also can't reverse psychology Winter because Neverwinter didn't work. I'm going to make bad jokes all night. Well, we shouldn't have to worry about water. I mean, you can go outside and eat the snow.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, is that what the snow pit's for?
I should probably build another child shelter because I just realized that I've got more children around.
Just feed them to the automaton. You won't need to anymore.
That may be true, but that kind of makes me feel bad. Oh, come on, don't freeze on me again.
No!
Please, don't do this to me. See, this is why I'm about to install my upgrades tomorrow.
Here's hoping that goes smoothly.
Oh, it will. I know what I'm doing.
I kind of feel bad for my roommate.
Why is that?
His computer isn't working because somebody who shall remain nameless decided to, take apart his computer and clean it while he was napping. Since he just cleaned his computer, he thought he'd, do the favor. Anyway, the power supply, I don't know what he did to it, but it's dead. So the poor guy wakes up from a nap in a dead computer. A clean dead computer.
Damn.
Yeah, so I felt like so bad for him. 'Cause that is one hell of a thing to wake up to.
Right?
This does not seem like a freaking Friday evening. But it is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Why are none of my subscriptions posting anything? There hasn't been anything since like 5 hours ago. I demand content.
Well, you're getting content right now. What am I, chopped liver?
Well, if your people get a hold of you, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What, honey? Oh my god. I don't know if you heard him or not.
What?
That's racist calling them people.
Bitch!
I'd throw something at him, but I don't have anything not valuable that I would throw. Yeah, I don't have anything that's like not drink or food related. I mean, I could throw the puppy at him. Who is adorably dead asleep on the bed. She's slightly disgruntled because her blanket got taken and washed. Yeah, it was entirely her fault. She got it all messy with the food, so. Adorable pupper can be disgruntled for a couple hours. And then it'll be nice and warm when we get it back. I should totally stream Universe Sim for you at some point.
Alright.
At some point in the future.
At some point.
At the moment, it's still kind of at the halfway point in its development. next big patch is in August. So the game gets up to like medieval point, but they don't have anything beyond that. In terms of gameplay, it's not in yet. Well, at least your hope's climbing again.
Yep.
As long as they never realize you're an evil dictator, you'll be fine.
Excuse me?
I mean, a kind, benevolent leader.
Excuse me?
I don't know which is worse.
I am not a cruel dictator or a kind and benevolent... Oh shit, I need more food. Food... Hunter's Hut. Let's throw that down right there.
So you're just the crazy person that got elected to do all the crazy stuff. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who elected you?
I don't know.
And what whatever drugs they were on.
I do too. I mean, shit.
Of course, I'd be saying the same thing. Who would trust me with numbers? I keep
Fair
looking
enough.
at the Celsius degrees going, what the hell is it? I'm an American, I don't understand these things.
Oh, I can pass another law.
Yay. Everyone must work all the time, forever.
Okay, I'm gonna have to build 2 guard stations, but meh. I put up 4 instead.
So wait, were they protesting by sleeping outside, or because they were sleeping outside they were protesting?
They were protesting because they were sleeping outside.
Okay, because that was slightly confusing, because that didn't make any sense.
Oh no. The sun is dimming. Also, I need to provide housing for 29 people, and I have 1 day to do it.
Well, crap. You know, you've been streaming like 2 hours now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so into this.
I know, you're actually succeeding.
Yes! Shit. I'm actually gonna fail this.
Why?
Because I was supposed to provide housing for 30 people, and I don't have time to fully build this shit.
Well, you might have if you weren't running in like fast forward speed.
Nope. Damn it. That would have been nice. That would have been very smart to research earlier.
Yep.
And it would have been smart to put a friggin' god damn it.
Well, it's all learning. You said you've never been this far before.
Yup. Jesus, I have so many people to feed, but not enough food to feed them.
Feed them to the generator. At least it'll be useful then.
Oh, I can pass another law. Sweet.
Gonna get old V for Vendetta up in the ship.
Nope. Sir, a child came to the guard station and gave the guardsmen a stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it with them when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate those who work hard to protect law and order in our city. Well, I am very glad to hear that, my friend.
I have to say, all this hype for Fallout 76 makes me want to reinstall like 100 of my 300 mods for Fallout 4 to play it again.
That's a lot of mods.
Oh yeah. I have a mod addiction. I've come to terms with this. Yeah. Part of my, you know, came out in 2011, so. And I've only beaten it once.
You've done more than I have.
Yeah, I have the DLCs and I've never beaten them. I get too distracted by modding the game. Same thing with Fallout. I get so wrapped up in modding it that I haven't finished Fallout 4. Yeah, what's your excuse? You don't mod it half as hard as I do. Oh. Well, okay then. I wish the DLCs for Skyrim were as engaging as Shivering Isles was in Oblivion. I've never encountered where that thing starts, so... No, I have. I just don't understand where it goes from there. Yeah, nay. All I know about that DLC is the hot vampire trick. Oh. See, I don't even know what freaking DLCs are. I don't even know. And that's for the hot trick. God damn it, Steam, I don't want to update. Leave me alone. Oh, right, on guard. It wasn't the Dragonborn one then, like, wasn't Hemor's, yeah, Hemor's Mora. Okay. So, no hot chick in that one, just, you know, tentacle hentai. Gotcha. Huh? Sweet. I actually have Skyrim installed with all of its mods currently and just haven't felt like playing it. But I kinda wanna mod out Fallout 4 again and play that, except to knock off about 50-something mods, I'd play as male. They have a really nice Kratos face preset for it.
Nice.
So, you know, I'll travel the wasteland as Kratos.
Ah.
But vampires and Elder Scrolls aren't really that flammable under light.
Ah.
Oh, well, nobody cares if he goes outside or not. Nobody wants to look at that ugly ass. If you were a werewolf, then yes, you are a filthy mongrel. But yes, I need an Elder Scrolls 6, or I'm going to just keel over and die. And of course, yeah, he and I have been having this long argument over where it should be. He says elsewhere. I say elsewhere. I want to see more of Morrowind reopen. What? Yeah, I would actually like to see Black Marsh. I mean, I don't like Argonians, but... So, okay, I can see. We'll either do the lizards or the cats. As long as we're not doing the freaking elves, I am so sick and tired of the elves. Don't give me that look. No, it better not go to Valenwood. The Wood Elves... I would say that the Wood Elves really do have a stick up their butt. The
Just
High
the Wood
have a
Elves?
staff up theirs. Not to say Nords are the best, just period. Yeah, but they'd have to do it right, and getting the models right on the Khajiit is something they've never been able to do right. We'll see. Right now, I'm holding my breath for Fallout 76. I will say that Bethesda's going all out for it too. There's pictures of one of the buildings for E3, and it's like they have 3 full Fallout Boy ads on the side of the goddamn building. The entire scale of the building. Like, they spared no expense. So it better be really good. Hey, your people want to talk to you.
And they did.
Look like mining to me. Throw them in the incinerator.
No, let's
Don't whine
not do
about it
that.
being cold. Well, he's whining about being cold. And look, that one's indignant. They're in the thing. Okay, I would be a terrible leader. I would just throw everybody into the generator. I don't need a gulag. I've got a generator.
Okay, heater. Heater. Ah, shit, and we're running low on coal, aren't we?
Are you always? Oh, looks like somebody's sick. Somebody's. Just throw him in the generator. That might be my answer to everything.
I can't really blame you.
Wait, does this say only 5 hours left
Where?
on the generator?
Yeah.
You're screwed. Maybe my idea isn't such a bad one. Throw some people in there and you'll get a few more hours. Need to do a, like, it's the final countdown song in the background here. Are you gonna manage it in time?
I should. I've got enough people to run another coal thumper, so. Plus, I've got people working a 24-hour shift, so.
I don't know, I wonder if people are pissed off at you. Hey, look, it's a coal mine.
Yeah.
Holy shit, why are 22 people suddenly... I'm honestly going to be surprised if you get, like, you know, if you don't have an all-out riot start.
Shit.
Oh damn.
Why is nobody gathering coal? Oh. I didn't want to do this, but
This is like spiraling out of control quickly.
Yeah, it is. Wait, what?
Like you were just skirting the edge of just all out panic in some people. Hmm. Okay, Starfleet Academy was 8 discs big. They could have made it a multi-disc game. Oh, well screw Xbox. Nobody cares about that thing. Yeah, uh-huh. No Man's Sea. Really fantastic game. Pupper eats when Pupper wants to. I figured the vacuum cleaner would get it. Not my fault that she didn't notice food on the floor. Yeah, here I am thinking that having a dog means I don't have to pick up anything I drop on the floor. Apparently not. Yeah, when I was eating earlier I had like tater tots and I dropped one on the floor and Minnie didn't even notice. Just no cares. Walked right by it. Maybe it's a sign that she's well fed? Yeah, she's a little round. So while you're flirting with me, I will be back in like 5 seconds.
You have fun with that.
Don't bother counting those 5 seconds. turn.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So my inner 12-year-old has won out.
What do you mean?
Dinner is ice cream.
Nice.
Because I fucking can. It's
Ah.
good to be an adult. Yeah, I have that Ben & Jerry's fish food ice cream.
Nice.
He was having like a really crappy day a few days ago, so he bought it for me. Just to cheer me up.
Shit.
But the bad part about being an adult is I know that I can't eat the whole pint in one sitting. Man, you just cannot keep enough full.
That's what I'm researching the coal mines for.
I would honestly love to see you play a game like Papers, Please.
Yeah, fuck that.
It'd be funny.
For you, maybe.
Ah, it's a good game. It's actually pretty good for a paperwork simulator. Oh my god, you were awesome. Thank you. As my headset gets caught on literally everything. Thank you. I think 3 hours is the longest you've ever streamed.
Yup. Oh shit, I'm full up on wood.
Well, that's a good thing. You can pull those people off and put them on coal.
Yeah. I completely forgot that I set that to go.
Is that why you've been low?
did I break my promise for warmth? Generator's still on. It's been on. All of these homes have been warm. How the fuck did I break that promise? What the fuck?
I have no idea. Don't get her wound up. I don't think you're gonna win this one.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Well, this is going to be a failure, so I'm going to cut this here. As soon as my game unfreezes. Oh, it's just I was trying to get my scouts out to find like Tesla City, but I couldn't find it fast enough. I was too busy trying to keep shit in line here. If I had had a bunch of automatons, I probably could have kept enough coal to keep everything warm and keep on expanding. But I didn't, and I couldn't, and why is my game still frozen?
No idea.
Regardless, this stream is going to end in sorrow and failure, so I am going to cut this off here. Have a good night, everybody who popped in to watch the stream. Thank you very much for popping by, and have a good night.